Well, hello model car fans. Welcome to the Muscle Car Modeler. My name is Raul, and this week I'm going to show you the contents of this conversion kit here, the Fugu Garage Shelby Super Snake for 2020. This is meant for the Tamiya Mustang GT4, as it says on the box. And as you know, I just recently got this, and I was a little excited about it because I didn't know if I was going to get it, but kind of got a little worked up about it, so I didn't really review it, but I'm going to review it now and tell you a little bit about the differences between their other kit. This is the one I'm building now, the GT500. That's a Super Snake, and this is the GT500. The difference being the GT500 is what you buy directly from Ford and Ford dealer. You send it to Shelby for the conversion, and they'll build this car depending on some options. They convert it into the Super Snake. So we'll get into this, and as you know, it builds the same as this. It's got the same front end. Not the same front end, but you cut the front end off, and then you do the same mods to the Tamiya body as I did this one. So it builds the same way, but I'll show you some of the differences, but there's a number of differences, so I was a bit surprised. So I had to take some time and actually research some of it as well. So we'll get the directions out here, and the decals. Of course, it comes with the rear window defroster decals, which the other kit comes with as well. But there are quite a bit more decals to this one. You got all of the Super Snake stripes, the wheel emblems, and different gauges, and then of course the Super Snake stripes that go on the side, and then some of the other ones for the interior as well. And here's the directions that pretty much tell you the same thing: how to swap the nose, put it on there, and then how to trim for some of the other parts as well and fit them in. And of course also the interior here. Interior builds up the same way. There are some differences in the interior, and I'll point them out and show them to you. So we'll get these out. And packaged really well, of course. Lots of parts here, but we'll get to the... here's the nose, which is the full-on Super Snake here. And real similar, but you know, different emblems, different hood. The whole front end is basically different. So if you put the two, you can see right there. Yeah, they changed the whole front end. Headlights and all, they're different shape and different. And they're the same year, 2020. But there's some really nice detail work on this. So it comes out really nice. And this should fit exactly the same way as I fit the other one. So there's the front end. Let's see what else is in the box here before I... Okay, move the box out of the way. Okay, we'll start with this bag here, because some of the components are the same. There's a steering wheel and column and some of the interior parts. But the interior on this is mostly the same but different. One of the main differences is it's a manual tranny, so you get the manual pedals. Here's the manual shifter. Same steering wheel. Same steering column with the turn signal and levers and stuff, real tiny. Inside rearview mirror, which my other kit didn't have, so I must be missing that. And then the parking brake lever right there. So there's those parts. Get them back in the bag here. Here's some of the body parts here. You got these side diffusers, which are different from the kit ones. And you got to sand more of the kit. See, this one, you leave this in there, but to use them on this kit, you got to sand this mounting point off. Tells you that in the directions. So these are different. Of course, you got a new front splitter, which is also different. The rear exhaust panel for the fascia. Then different mufflers with small pipes, but this one uses these exhaust tips, so these go through the fascia. And then the different rear panel that says Shelby, if it'll focus on that. There you go. And then the rear spoiler, which this is much more like the stock one, but it's got the Shelby added piece right here. And it almost goes all the way through and says Shelby, just like the real one. See if it focuses on that. I think there we go. So that's looking good. And then the same tail lights as the other one. So we'll put all this stuff back in here. I don't want to lose any parts, and I don't want to mix them up between the two kits. Here's another main difference right here. The floor of the interior. This one's got a manual tranny, so this console is different. Here's the floor and console from the GT500. You can see it's got the selector here instead of the shifter, and the cup holder is a little bit different shape, and then of course the parking brake, which this one is done differently. So it's kind of interesting seeing them side by side, but they did master a whole new floor, so that's pretty cool. And then we got the clear parts, the tail lights, and then the lenses and stuff. Those are all right there. Then all the windows, front windshield, rear window, side glass are all in here. I'm not going to open those up, but same as the other one. These are the street car ones, don't have any of the rivets that the race car ones have. And here we got the wheels. These are pretty nice. And then they're actually marked for the different offsets, front and back. I should just take them out, show you. See, that one says front, that one says rear. And if you look, you can see the different offsets in the wheels. So they've got that in there. And 11 and 13 millimeters wide. And then the hubs. Because that's how you mount them to the kit. And of course these are specific to this kit. The other kit has different wheels. And very, very nice tires. There's a good look at one. And they've got some of the sidewall detail. Michelin, Sport Pilot. You can barely read them, but it's on there. And then here's the bag of the interior parts. This is where most of it, the door panels here, these are the same as the other kit, so there's no change there. So there's the door panel. Here's the rear seat delete panel, and then you put the rear seat in it. It's the same as the other kit, but this one should have the rear seat, not the rear seat delete. But you can put it all together. And it's also got the same dashboard right here, which is a really nice dashboard, street dashboard. And then the rear valance panel. And the last piece are these seats, which these are a bit more of the street seats, because the other kit, and I'm not sure if they're part of the carbon fiber track package, but the GT500 kit has these Recaro more racing seats here. The ones that actually say Recaro on the side, which I don't see on here. But I think these are an upgrade on the Shelby, and these are more of the standard ones. I'm not 100% sure on that, but the two kits have different front seats. And so of course, you know, quite a bit different there. And I like the way they make them. Like this one has positive, and you just put them together. This one's not as predominant as that one, but it still hooks and mounts the same way. So really cool. But there's the main differences, you know, with having a manual tranny instead of an automatic. Whole different front end right here. So the whole different front end, different seats, and a couple other little different parts, different wheels and tires. And then a lot of the body panel pieces are also different. So I didn't expect the differences in the interior. That's pretty cool. But the wheels and the body stuff I was expecting, so there was quite a bit of differences. And then the decals and everything. So I'm working on this one. I do look forward to getting to this one. Not sure when I'm going to do it, or if I'll feature it on my channel, because it builds exactly the same way. But I'll be getting to it, of course, because I love my Shelbys. But I figured I would show you all of the details and what's involved in this kit. And hopefully they're able to take orders again soon, and everything goes back to normal on that. Thanks for tuning in, subscribing, and watching. I really appreciate it. You guys, you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next Saturday.